You, not me. I'm just the specimen. You are the star.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's cold. We are
No.
waiting for some people to come on.
What does it say right there?
I don't know.
Oh, welcome TikTok live. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Ooh. Good job. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for
Joining
joining. We
Organic
mm-hmm.
Living Hydration.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing today, Miss
Today
Tiffany?
we have done a lower level light therapy or laser. You want to either way, either or,
Mm-hmm.
and 30 minutes of that. And we're also going to do 30 minutes of RF. That's what we're doing now. Right now we're just cleaning up the area, cleaning up your skin real good, and then we'll get right into it, baby.
So tell the people what RF is. What are we doing today? What are we doing? What are we doing? And for
RF
those,
is skin tightening. It's
mm-hmm.
a collagen production, or it helps produce collagen. Our bodies naturally make collagen, but over time we tend to lose collagen. Remember, we don't want to use all these words. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, but we're doing body contouring. So what is that for those of us who don't
It's a
know?
non-invasive treatment or session, or however, whatever word you want to use, to disrupt the fat cells and to create contouring of the body and
A sexy
inch
body.
loss. Yeah, a silhouette. You know,
Yes.
like
Yes.
chiseled little silhouette like
Correct.
that. Yeah.
Correct. Because that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Uh-huh.
And it's non-surgical.
Non-surgical. You don't need no needles, no cutting, no scalpels, no downtime. Minimal bruising depending on what area we're working on. A lot of times you get bruises with the BBLs, the non-invasive BBLs, or vacuum therapy. You might get some bruising, but it's not nothing that's alarming. It's not nothing that's harmful. Just depends on your skin texture and tone and all that. Some people bruise easy. Some people don't bruise at all. Me, I'm a bruiser. You could just touch me. Boop. Oh, look at that. There's a bruise right there. So that's pretty much what we're doing right now.
Oh, she said, is this something you can buy?
Yeah,
Hi, Gypsy
you can buy
girl.
a package, Gypsy girl. Yes, absolutely, you can. These are services, treatments done for non-invasive body contouring, which is also FDA approved by the FDA.
So what do you? Can you buy them in packages? What is it
Yeah.
that we buy? What if they're
A package, and the package is based on your consultation. You can get a basic package, which is about $450 for. I have it I have it written down, but I believe it's about uh, 6 sessions of Cavi, RF, a sauna detox, and also you'll receive one nice Yiso wrap with that package.
now? What about the lymphatic? Is the lymphatic session? Is that different?
Yes, it's different.
Okay.
All
Something.
my clients, to be honest with
Oh,
you,
all in it.
all my clients are automatically placed on a lymphatic vibration plate,
Oh, okay.
either before service or after service. It's just pretty much a way to get everything flowing and get
Mhm.
everything moving.
Mhm.
So that's a give or take. You're gonna get that service when you receive a full full package.
Mhm. And somebody, I can't see who that is. It says oiling it up. The oil is for purpose. What's the purpose of the oil?
The purpose of the oil is you need something to glide on the skin, and the contact between the LED, the lighting, and the skin, you don't want it to be dry, because it's producing heat. So you want that heat to be able, that oil to be able to uh, heat up enough to heat the skin, so it can do what it needs to do.
Oh, they said, what about the sauna blanket? That's
What about what?
Love. I can't remember. See her name.
What do you want to
Love
know?
Nursing 8111.
What do you want to know about the sauna blanket? The sauna blanket is a detoxification. So I highly recommend a sonic blanket for every single client. It not only speeds up or helps promote metabolism boost, or get a kickstart to your metabolism, but it also helps with blood pressure. It helps with muscle aches, joint pain, arthritis, water retention, and all it is pulling out all the impurities, the toxins in the body from medications, from smoking, from drinking. It's doing all these things, and you can at least do that twice a week to get you started with detoxing. And sometimes your metabolism is lagging because you have so much stuff in your system that you need to expel.
Um, what was that? Love Nursing 911. What is it that you're asking for? Is what do she offer? She offers pretty much everything that she.
What do I offer?
Uh-huh.
I offer non-invasive body contouring, which means it's FDA approved, and we're disrupting fat cells for inch loss. I offer all non-invasive, so non-surgical services.
How long before you see results?
Usually after about the third session. Usually about after the third session, you start to see a significant difference. Sometimes after your very first, you might experience more bloating than anything. But then shortly after your first session, going into your second, your third, you'll start to see a change.
Tell them
When did you start seeing? Let them know when you start seeing a change.
So she did measurements when we started, and I think this is probably about our, what is this?
Well, I'm not even counting.
This,
No more.
I think this is about our 12th session. So when we started, we were doing 2 sessions a week, and so by the time we got in the fifth week, I had already lost in inches, down from 49. I think we had got measured up to, I think we were like at 41, 42 or something like that. And then we measured probably, I think about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think it's about 2 weeks ago. And we have gotten all the way down from 49 to 36 on the waist.
Yes.
And then on the hips, we've gotten down to, what was it, 39?
39, yes.
39 on the hips. So this is like, I think, a 12th session. So we've gotten there, but we were really pretty aggressive twice a week when we first started for about 5 weeks. So now we're at once a week, but we're going to eventually get back up to twice a week. But so, and I know is really close. So, with the camera, it makes it looks like it's really larger than what it is. But,
yeah, absolutely.
But right now, like I said, I'm at 36 on the waist and 36 on the waist and 39 on the hips. So it definitely works. She introduced this to me because my office is really weight loss, and she was like, this is great with the combination of weight loss because people losing weight and they're having saggy skin, and it helps with tightening, and it's non-surgical, and it's a LED light, and it's not just a regular light that you turn on in your house and you're using it. I mean, no, because some people think it's just a light that you turn on, and you're putting it on the skin, and you're saying that they're supposed to work. So no, there is scientific research, scientific information on it, and we just can't really say that we can do. All I can do is say especially on TikTok, will end up getting banned.
Yes.
So, but this is what I've experienced with this, and so she's introduced it to me, introduced it to my clients. Like I said, I am a weight loss office, and my clients are getting introduced to it because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know anything about it, and I was like surprised because I'm not really one of those that's into beauty and all of that. So I mean, I operate. It's really crazy because I operate on clients and uh, go and do boob jobs, go and do tummy tucks, go and do liposuction. So it's all the surgical things and getting the same thing. And so when she was like, "Oh no, we don't have. There's no surgical. You can. It's just time." And it's not an immediate,
being consistent.
right?
Consistency is key.
And it's not an immediate gratification like most people want, right? Yes, and surgery is scary,
Yes.
for those, and so you don't necessarily, but some people, they want to have surgery, they want
Yeah.
that immediate gratification.
Yeah.
With this, and it's a lot cheaper, way cheaper, because if
Safer.
and safer. Because if you want to have surgery, you're paying like $38,000. I'm just pulling a number out of my head. To have a tummy tuck and breast lift, or even a facelift. So I mean, really, it is. It's very expensive. And also, very. It could be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the individual how you react to surgery or things that can happen.
Absolutely. Infection. And, I'm not a basher of surgery. If whatever floats your boat. If you want
Right.
to go have surgery, then you go have surgery.
Right, because
but
I operate on people.
What I do, I'm more of a holistic route, because there's been so many tragedies behind us women losing our lives from getting surgery done. Because anything could go wrong. And like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not trying to bash any cosmetic surgeon and talk against their work or their expertise, but it's very risky. You really don't know. Once you go under the knife and you have the procedure done, you really don't know how your body's going to accept going through surgery. Especially a lot of women, they go and get several things done. They go get what they call a complete mommy makeover. And in that process, you're not only getting your abdomen done, but you're getting a BBL, you're getting your breast lift, or breast implants, you're getting a tummy tuck, you're getting lipo. They're doing so many things to the body. And what do you think the body's going through? What do you think our body is going through when you have all those things done at one time? Too much. Plain and simple. Pure, uncut. I get to the point, So this right here, yeah, it's a slower process, but it also makes you have to put in work. Just like if you go get surgery, they're going to tell you have to put in work. You don't just go and have surgery. Well, I mean, I take that back. You can. You can go have surgery and then sit around, don't do nothing, and just wait and get snatched after you take the bandages off and you all good. But they're going to also tell you that you need to wear your compression, you need to exercise. Mm-hmm. Exercise is a key either way you go. You can't avoid exercising. And if you ask me, if you really want my honest opinion, I prefer something like this and then do an exercise regimen. You do your squats. If you're trying to if you want your booty bigger, go to the gym, do some squats, do some lunges. I have BBL gummies, I have BBL tea, I have BBL soap, BBL candies, oil, things that can actually grow the glute and promote glute growth to your buttock. Instead of you going to get implants put in and get an incision down the crack of your behind, and get no, that's how they do, right? That's one way. That's one way. They do incision. They do it down the crack of your butt, and that's where you can predominantly get a bad infection. They place the pads in there, and then you got to heal. You can't sit on your butt. It's just a long, lengthy thing.
Yes, but we are non-invasive, so that is what she's explaining about surgery. Mm-hmm. So we are, well, I should say she is non-invasive.
Yeah.
And what we're doing for those who just joined in.
Thank you for joining, you guys. Yes, we love you all. God bless you all.
And we thank you for all the questions.
Support.
Yes. And so to answer your questions, she is doing RF, radio frequency, So see the light, and that is shrinking. What is it doing? Tell them.
It's actually it's for up to 8 weeks. It's restoring. It's promoting collagen. So our bodies over time, once you start getting of age, you lose collagen. That's why it's very imperative that you have some form of collagen in your daily intake, whether it's a powder, whether it's a gummy, whether it's a pill. Long as you have some form of collagen, not only is it good for the area that we're working on, it's just overall good for your skin. It's good for fine lines and wrinkles. Skin is the biggest organ of our body, so the collagen is going to help restore and keep things tight. I take collagen on a daily basis. I don't know if you guys can see my skin, but I don't have on any makeup. And I'm not arrogant or anything like that. Like somebody want to say I am.
I ain't said nothing. I'm just laying here.
But I'm a how do you say it? I'm an advocate for collagen. So I take collagen on a daily basis along with other multivitamins that are going to help promote healthy skin. At the same time, I do have a skin disease. I have vitiligo. So my skin is actually turning white in a lot of areas that I have no control. I mean, I have
losing pigment.
Yeah,
I'm not turning white.
Well, you're losing pigment. She has to correct me.
I am not. I just
look,
don't, because
just,
we have people on here. Because some people, they already want to know. Because I'm gonna tell you in a minute that they want to know.
Okay, so let me change my verbiage.
Go.
I'm losing pigment.
Yes.
You see this, guys? I'm losing pigment. I have it everywhere.
Thank you.
I have the same disease Michael Jackson had. If just to break it down, cut and dry to the point.
Come on.
That's what I have. So there's some solutions I could go about doing, which would be to change all my skin the same color. But I'm just going to ride the wave. I'm going to ride it out. And if I get a man, he's going to have to accept all my different colors, my giraffe skin. He's going to have to accept that,
Okay. Back on point.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord.
I mean, you got to take me as I am, right?
Yes. But the question is, okay, so one of the questions I just saw scrolling up, someone said, well, where's the proof about this being, that it works? Because, of course, you have the people who don't believe, who's negative about it, or they need
the proof is in the before and after photos, and also if you do your research. If you want to Google and look up and research.
That's what I wanted you to say.
And research RF skin tightening, and research cavitation, and research lower level light therapy, research thermogenesis, cryo, research Giso wraps. You can research all day long, anything of your choice. Before you go and get cosmetic surgery, you research, right? You just don't go spend $10,000 and, oh, here's my money, cut on me. No, you do your research. So it's the same way with non-invasive body contouring. Do your research. You don't even have to go off of what I got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? A pair of lips can tell you anything, but just do your research.
And then after you do your research, then you research your contours, the person that you wanted to go see and look at some of their results. Just like when you go and look at a plastic surgeon, you go and do a consultation, and then they pop out a book and says, okay, here's what I've done. This is my results. This is the before and this is the after. And it is FDA approved.
Yes.
Even though I say the FDA approved, but that really don't mean nothing, because the FDA approved everything under the sun just about.
Yes.
I mean, because here in the States, we are one of the most lenient of everything in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of places that you go out of the country of the United States, if you traveled, you'll know what I'm speaking on, that a lot of things that we allow here in the States are very illegal in other countries. So, but as she said, definitely do your research. And where we're located in Arlington, Texas.
And also, this is not the only service that we offer. We do semaglutide, we do GLP-1, GIP, yes, for weight loss.
And so when she came into the company and joined us, that was one of the reasons why we end up joining together, because her company is called
Stunning Body Sculpting.
Yes.
Initially, I am Stunning Body Sculpting, but Organic Living Hydration and Stunning Body Sculpting have merged together.
We are partnered.
We're partnered.
And so she brought it to my attention, because I was only of the IV hydration and weight loss, and using the peptides for the weight loss. Because when my goal was to be able to supply it to all those who couldn't get it under insurance, and there was no reason why those people who couldn't get it under insurance should not be able to have it, because it is a way for them to become healthy. And I know there are people out there who say that that you should not be taking it, or this or that, or whatever reason that they have for.
There's a lot of controversy regarding the peptides, and the reason there's controversy is because people are not really in depth about. They're not educating themselves on what they're taking. They just want to get skinny.
Yeah.
There's still a protocol that you must follow when you're on the peptide.
Yes. And so my goal is really to educate everyone as much as possible, and to get them to understand that being overweight is a disease. It is not something that you can just all of a sudden just go exercise. I mean, because that's always been the mindset, and that is not, how do I want to say it? And that's not because people were not educated, but that's just what they were taught, and that's just what they thought is what they should relay.
Yes.
Because now that we know, a lot of it is hormone driven. It's all age specific, because what a person that's premenopausal, menopausal, or postmenopausal, they cannot necessarily do with somebody that's 20. So you can't treat them the same way in far as exercising or telling them what to eat and how to eat, and those type of things. Because with a menopausal, premenopausal, postmenopausal, it's about cortisol and estrogen. All of those things takes precedent over in a person trying to lose weight.
Yes.
And so when you get to that age, and if you're trying to go, oh, I'm going to go run, I'm going to do some cardio, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If you were not one of those people that did that previously and kept it up, then all you're doing now is creating cortisol, and that's a stress hormone. And all that does is make your body say, where are you going? I'm keeping every fat cell that I have on your body. I'm gonna probably try to put some more in there because you're stressing me out. So that's
I love how you broke that down, Miss Angela Sharp Davis. I love how you just broke that down, because a lot of people are not educated on just the dynamics of weight loss and obesity.
Right.
And it's a high rank in the United States of America.
Right.
Obesity, more so than anywhere.
Right. And that's correct. And the thing about eating 3 meals a day, yeah, you can eat 3 meals a day, but you can have over 5,000 or 6,000 calories in those meals. And if you don't know how to really truly read what's in those calories or what's on the labels, and a lot of the labels are let's start this. How do I want to say this? A lot of the labels are misleading too, because if you don't know how to read the label, you think you're eating XYZ and say, oh, they're marketing it to you as low fat, but you have high sugar in it. Okay.
So if you could make a suggestion to what would be the best caloric intake for someone on the program, and just a borderline guideline for someone to follow.
Well, I can't really do. I don't do
Would you suggest low carb, or?
I don't do that either. What my main thing is, what I tell my clients is to focus on the sugar, because the sugar is the main culprit. Because you'll have foods that say, oh, it's low fat, it's this, it's that, but you're looking at low fat, and then you look at it and it has 26 grams of sugar in it, and it's a little bitty fiber bar. So, but my point is, if you focus on the sugar intake and keep it below 26 grams in a 24-hour period, you'll end up having a caloric deficit. You'll end up having the right amount of food or whatever it is that you're trying to eat. And so you really want to focus on protein. You really want, especially if
how much protein should a person have daily?
It depends on the individual, but what I tell my clients, minimally, you want to have at least 90 grams a day. And that's in a form of a shake
Okay.
or a protein shake.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, and then your protein shake needs to have at least 2 grams of sugar or less. You really
Okay.
don't want to have no more than 2 grams of sugar in
Yeah,
your protein.
I'm glad you said that. You know why? Because Nesquik, is that the brand?
Nesquik, that's a chocolate
So,
shake.
no, but they made
Chocolate milk.
If you let me say,
Okay.
they've made a protein drink, right?
Oh, they have? I didn't know
And
that.
let me tell you, I looked at the ingredients. I looked at the ingredients because I like Nesquik. I used to be a strawberry milk fan. You know, and it had
Protein
36
shakes
grams of
pregnancies.
sugar in the protein drink by Nesquik.
Mm-hmm.
That's way too much.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
So I didn't get it. So I ended up getting the core, the Fairlife.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Fairlife's good. Yes, and protein definitely does help during pregnancy, especially if you can't keep anything down. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not really answering your questions because I'm laying here and the phone is a little far away. But I'm trying to check out your questions and statements.
Yes.
But yes, you are correct that definitely protein definitely does help during pregnancy because you really want protein is the one of the base things that we need in our bodies, because when you're on the GLP-1s and the GIPs, you will lose muscle if you're not intaking protein. So you have to get protein in. And then for those people who are just getting a prescription and they're not getting any consultations with it, counseling or any of that, and there's a lot of people, all they want to do is lose weight. They don't want to really change the way that they're eating, the way that they're consuming things, and they're not really wanting anybody to tell them what they need or how. All they want is the medication, because the medication will stop them from eating. And they think that's all they need. They think they get snatched. Oh, I'm snatched and I can get off the meds and then I'm good to go. But what they don't realize is that they did not change their habits. They did not change the way that they consume food. They did not learn about the food. They didn't learn that they need not to consume the sugar in their food, because you can pretty much eat anything that you want if you can create less sugar intake, because the sugar is what gets you. And then, but they will lie, the food industry, they will lie to you and say, oh, there's not this much sugar, but it'd be saying it's fructose in here, and so you're not seeing what sugar is. And then you'll look at something and it's marketed to you as a weight loss product, and it has like 1,000 grams of sugar. I'm just exaggerating there. And you're thinking that you're eating food. You thinking that you're eating healthy, and you're not understanding why you're not losing weight, or why you're not doing this, or why you're not losing inches. And because it's the food that you're eating, because your food is not true to what it's telling you. It's just marketed to you as a weight loss food, and it's not a weight loss food. So I don't know. I didn't mean to get on here to rant, but
of course, of course, though.
This live is confusing. Okay.
Oh,
so
let me not say that.
Okay, so this live is about body contouring, but it's also about weight loss, and it's about getting snatched, and the services that Miss Tiffany supplies. So to get it organized, so we are literally a weight loss office with body contouring, which helps the body get snatched. So we lose weight, we shrink the excess skin, and we become truly snatched. And we're also here for education purposes.
Yes.
So you can ask whatever questions that you feel that you have that you
I don't know what could possibly be confusing about it.
I don't know. Maybe they came in later and they didn't know what it says. I mean, it says body contouring RF abdomen. So, but please, it says, what can I? Let's see. It says, what can I do to lose the weight from menopause? Oh, okay. And that is
starting off with menopause. You have to see your endocrinologist or your physician, your PCP, OBGYN, and get on some type of estrogen, or you have to first start there. get your levels checked, get your blood drawn, and get your levels checked, and see where you are. Because sometimes you won't lose weight if you're in menopause until you balance out the estrogen levels, right?
Estrogen, progesterone
Yeah,
levels.
yeah, and progesterone. Yes, you have to balance that out, and then you'll start to tap, cap off and lose weight. But that could be why you're stagnant. If you're stagnant and losing weight, if you're in menopause, you have to get with your OBGYN or your endocrinologist.
Or someone that specializes
Specializes yeah.
specifically into menopausal
Mm-hmm.
women,
Mm-hmm.
because we have those out there that specialize in menopause. Now I'm gonna say, because you'll have those OB-GYNs who don't really specialize in menopause,
Yes.
and what they will tell you, that's just part of life. You're just going through menopause. There's no big deal. We can put you on this, or you can do this, you do that. But if you get with a specialist
Mm-hmm.
that specializes in menopause, premenopause, postmenopausal, and that's who you really need to look into, because a lot of GN doctors and OB-GYN doctors,
Mm-hmm.
that's not their specialty. And
Yeah.
they're just going to tell you what they learned in the textbook, because that's not what they specialize in.
Yes.
And a lot of them will just say, oh, you're just getting old, you're just going through menopause, you'll get over it, it'll pass, you'll have a couple of years, you're this or you're that. And you don't necessarily have to go through the hot flashes. You don't have to go through the sleepless nights. You don't have to go through the brain fog. You don't have to go through any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you get with a specialist who focus and specialize on that, because you want to keep your bone density. You want to keep your healthiness. You want to keep your hair. You want to keep your good skin. You don't want the dry skin.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
Tell Miss Angela
I'm just an advocate for us in general, that we don't have to suffer, because you don't have to suffer when you're going through menopause.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really
You
have
don't.
to.
You really don't.
And they're really starting to realize that estrogen really controls a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
for women. And if you get to a specialist, you just have to be able to ask all those questions. And if you have someone that says that they're a specialist and they can't answer your questions, then it's time to move on and go to somebody else, because there's so many specialists out there. You just really have to do your research and really advocate for yourself.
Yes.
And I know it's hard to advocate for yourself if you don't know the questions to ask. It says, what can I do? Okay, that's where we go. And so I hope I asked your question, star 2117.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, yes, if once you get your estrogen levels and all that under control, then definitely start looking into, I will look into the GLP-1s, the GIP. Look into a center that really focuses on really explaining to you on how to rearrange your diet.
Mm-hmm.
And because that is the key, because you want to you want to keep your sugar levels down.
Yes.
That is one of the main things you would need to do, is to keep your sugar levels down. And if by doing that, you choose the appropriate foods in keeping your sugar levels down. And then what I do here at my center is that we do intermittent fasting. That's one of the main things that we focus on, is intermittent fasting, electrolytes, and protein, and no dehydration. And that's where the electrolytes, and water and electrolytes are two different things. And I know a lot of people think, oh, I drink a whole lot of water. Drinking a whole lot of water does not replace your electrolytes, because when you're on those types of medications, you end up losing a lot, because you don't drink a lot, and you don't eat, and you don't drink. So because the medication gets you to the point where you're not really worried about eating or drinking. You're not having that food noise. Yes. And that's one of the reasons why you do lose weight, because you're not having a food noise. But in my center, I get you to do intermittent fasting. You make a meal plan. You set a timer. You make sure that you're eating, you're drinking, and you're taking in the protein, minimum 90 grams a day. So I hope I've answered some of your
Any
questions.
questions? More
Oh,
questions?
does this hurt? No, this does not hurt. This
No.
actually feels good. If we were not on TikTok
She
Live,
would be asleep.
I would be asleep.
I'd be wake up, keep me company.
And she does,
and I do.
and so and when because we just really just got on
started on TikTok.
Yeah, I think this is about our fifth or sixth live, and we're just now learning the type of things that we can say and cannot say.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of the questions that you guys are answering, we can't really specifically say because we'll get banned and kicked off because they are changing a lot of the lingo that of type of questions that we can answer.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't answer your question straightforward, see if you can ask the question in a different way to see if we can answer it. Let's see. Suppose to remove the fat, tightening the skin, it doesn't work. Let's see. Holla something. So they want to know, how can you tighten the skin if you're not removing the fat?
We are removing the fat.
Okay. But explain. So when you're losing weight, when you're losing weight on the GLP-1 and the GIP, so that is the mechanism of one way of losing weight, and you're losing fat. So when you're losing a lot of weight, you have excess skin. And so what she's doing with the RF, it is tightening up that excess skin that you're losing when you're losing weight, that the excess skin is being left over.
And it's pretty much a balance.
Yeah.
So if I went in, I'm gonna tell you, there's just a balance. That the technician knows what they're doing, because she's lost weight not from the fat removal I've done. She's lost weight from the weight loss sessions from the GIP. So right now we're just playing catch up. Eventually I will. My daughter's calling. I'll call her back. Eventually I will do more fat removal, but you have to balance it out, because if I go in and do too much fat removal, all it's going to do is create more loose skin, and then it's going to be hard to retract that skin back. So I'm trying to catch it, because she's lost weight from another source. I'm trying to catch the loose skin now and just tighten up that loose skin before I start incorporating more fat loss.
And so, and exercise, yes, we do exercise. I mean, people in general, you have to. You exercise, and this is just another form of help. So this is not a complete and only way of doing anything.
Yes.
So just like when you get up in the morning, you go and brush your teeth, you go and goggle, you take a shower. That is just another form of getting clean, right? So, or taking a bath versus taking a shower. So the point of this is not to say this is the only thing that you do to lose weight. This is to enhance what you are doing in the process. So you are still working out. You are still doing those things. You are still getting on a vibration plate, or you are still going to the gym. You're still doing yoga. You're still doing Pilates. And for those ladies or men, specifically ladies, when you are in menopause, premenopause, and postmenopausal, the exercises that are best for us is doing Pilates, is doing yoga, water aerobics, because you want to do low impact and things that are not going to create high levels of cortisol. And so if you want to get out and go run and get on a treadmill or do any of those things that are very stressful, it's counterintuitive, because you're creating cortisol, and cortisol is a stress hormone, and all that's going to do is make you want your body to maintain what it has, and even sometimes even want to create more because the body's like, you stressing me the f out. What are you doing? Stop doing it. You know.
You said stressing God, huh?
I mean, it literally is. So you really want to do exercise that is low cortisol creating.
Yes.
And no, this is not. And for those who says asking if this is the only thing that you do, no, this is not the only thing that we do for losing weight and shrinking skin. So because you can say the same thing about a person that decides they want to go have plastic surgery done.
Mm-hmm.
So they lose weight and they have skin and they go get that cut off and they have surgery.
Yes.
And boom, and it's gone. So but they didn't go exercise. They just go and they got it cut off. And so you just visually see somebody who is, you think is skinny, but they're not necessarily skinny. And because they had it cut off, they still have, their body is still full of fat. Because you still have unhealthy, skinny people. But people don't really realize. All they see is that they don't see adipose.
They're skinny.
They think they're skinny, and they're not. They have just as much cellulite on their body as the next person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all relative. So I mean, I said if it feels so good as soft. What?
We're done.
Let's see. It says it feels so good and a soft. Yes, it does feels good and it is soft. This particular portion. Because like we did like G massage I think on the last one, and
we did.
And it's a black machine that makes a vibrant noise, mm-hmm. and it goes all over the body, and that's great too. And I'll go to sleep to that as well. I go to sleep to everything. The only thing I don't go to sleep to is, what is it called?
The electroporation.
Yes,
and that's a virtual mesotherapy. Serum, where you virtually applying the serum directly into the cell. It's about a 90% retention rate, so that means it's better than an injection. Mm-hmm. It goes directly into the cell, does what it does to the cell, expels through the lymphatic system, and it gives substantial results. Mm-hmm. And I think, when is our next session? It's every 8 days. Oh, for that, yeah. So we did that the last Thursday. So it'll be 8 days. It'll be Friday. Okay, so we'll do another session of electroporation on Friday.
Maybe either Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what else? Let's see what it says. But please still work out, guys. Don't insert and invest in a tummy tuck if you're not willing to still go to the gym. Oh yes, most definitely. So we're not advocating for a tummy tuck or any of that. I was just using that as an example of people's choices. So no, we're not advocating or not advocating.
We don't do tummy tucks here, though.
Yes, no.
This is not a cosmetic facility.
You're right. This
surgery facility.
There you go.
Yes.
This is a non-invasive.
Yes.
Works together with GLP-1 and GIP. So it is a combination to help our clients to achieve the looks that they're going for.
Absolutely.
And so we are not advocating for surgical procedures. Mm-hmm. So it's all individual, whatever you desire and want to have done to you as a person. So and here's the thing. Myself, I am a surgical person because that's one of the things that I do as well. So I operate on patients all day long.
Yes.
So I do not advocate for anything. I advocate for whatever my client wants.
Yes.
And educate it and understand what it is they want and desire. Because I believe everyone has a choice for whatever it is that they want that makes them happy. Say, yep, I am broke too. LOL, but surgery, lower cost, and not all doctors are awful. Yes, correct. Not no one's saying the doctors are awful. I'm just saying you just have to do your research and you have to understand what you're going into, what
Yes.
the
What the risks are,
correct.
and how is it gonna are you willing to put in
The
the
work.
work
Yeah, there
that,
is
they
work.
require?
Right.
Because when you go to a cosmetic surgeon and you do a consult, they're going to tell you all the things that's mandated for you to do from them for you to get your results, or you can spend $10,000 and not do absolutely anything. You can best believe it's going to come right back, though, every
Yeah.
inch of it.
So they say, honey, they're not talking to you. I think it was somebody else.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. We are missing a lot of the questions. I'm sorry that we are.
Yeah.
The phone. I have to get a prompter so I can
So
actually
we can
see,
actually see. Yeah.
a lot of the questions and be able to really communicate with you guys. Because I know I end up getting on the tangent because once I read one question and I end up on a tangent and I just go off and start talking about whatever that question is. And like I said, we are new to this, so we are getting used to being able to communicate with you guys and try to make I guess we need to try to make our answers pretty short so we can communicate with everybody if possible.
That's yeah.
We were talking about how can you still afford surgery while broke. Oh, you just have to stop. You have to stop around.
It's money management. It's how you manage your money.
Right.
Whatever it is, if you really want something, then you got to save for it, or you got to put money to the side. You're going to make it happen.
Or
financing.
I was getting ready to say that because
make payments.
There's
a
plenty of
layaway
financing.
plan.
Right. No, I mean, if there's a way, if there's a reason or a way to be able, yeah, because I a lot of clients, they get finance and they do it. I mean,
what is it, Care Now, Cherry?
Yeah, well, not Care
several,
Now, but Cherry.
There's several though.
Yeah, there's a lot of payment companies out there where if you wanted to get something, I mean, you can get whatever you want. Yeah. I mean, this is America. But we do thank you guys for joining us. We thank you. And I know some of you guys said you didn't understand what was going on. And I don't know. I guess the problem is that when you guys joined, we were in the middle of something. She says, I prefer to pay up front, so I'm saving. Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, that's great.
Are you here in Arlington? Are you in DFW Metroplex?
Best luck on your journeys. Yeah.
That's so sweet. Thank you. We appreciate that.
She says, imagine lying down and still having 2 layers. Yes, well, you have to think about, these 2 layers were very large at one point. So I started out at 260, 260, 255, 260. And so now I'm down to 195 inches. I'm at 36 on the waist and 39 on the hips. So, yes.
And then too, I would like to just reiterate, like, where's the woman power? Like, we're supposed to this is an uplifting. That's what's wrong with the world today. You're supposed to uplift.
You're not gonna die. Okay.
No, I speak.
I'll go for it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If it's something in your eyesight that you're uncomfortable with, you don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't insult.
Oh my God.
You don't insult someone because she's inspiring someone who may be too ashamed to lay on the table and show their role.
Ain't no wrong, man.
I know, but I'm just saying, there's people out there in the world that really want to get stuff done, but they're ashamed. Because people are afraid. Because there's people that body shame. There's people that say, oh, you got all those 10 rows. Oh, you look like this. You look like that. God made us all. He made us all different colors, different races, different sizes, different shape, big booty, flat booty, saggy titties, low titty, whatever.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Y'all got her on her soapbox.
So you guys have to learn to embrace and administer love. That's what's wrong with the world today. It's not enough love. It's more hate. It's too much hate. We just started this platform. I'm not going to be engaging in the negativity that much. But every now and again, if I get triggered, you will hear
Y'all triggered her.
You will hear response from me because I just don't appreciate it. You're
You
here,
triggered
and you
her.
don't have to be here. You know
You
what I'm saying?
triggered.
But us as women, no matter what, if you're Asian, black, Korean, Chinese, Cuban, black, white, it doesn't matter. Let's stick together. It's plenty for everybody to make something. You know what I mean? You don't have to come on here and be negative and talk about my client because if you see Rose, if you don't want to see the Rose, log off.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, y'all have triggered her, Miss
But God
Tiffany.
bless you.
Y'all have triggered
we
her.
appreciate y'all. Like I said, this is a new platform. We just starting something new. We're trying to build business. We're trying to grow. As for me, I'm just now kind of getting back into the groove because I had a severe injury to where I was down. I went through depression. I gained a bunch of weight, and I'm just trying to get back. And I appreciate Miss Angela. So yeah, I get offended if you say something about my client because she's a beautiful spirit and a beautiful soul, and she's not going. She can afford to go and get surgery if she chose to, but she's willing to just work with me and let me prove what I can do, and she's sharing herself with the world. She don't. It takes guts to lay here, because so many women are getting. So many women look like damn Barbie dolls. No one is authentic. Nobody is natural. Everybody has a BBL, a tummy tuck, boobs that sit up past their goddamn earlobes. You know, so it's like she's natural, and she's sharing herself with you guys. And all you can do is say, "Her Rose, really?"
And yes, I do work out. So yes, yes, and yes. And that, as we stated before, I don't know if you were not here earlier, but we also said that you still have to work out.
Yes,
you still have
yes,
to do all
yes.
the other things.
Absolutely.
This is just a
Yeah.
next thing in line. It is not a this or that. It is a with.
And I advocate. I go hiking, go walk 10 miles and do it all. I advocate exercise. Excuse me. I advocate exercising. I advocate staying hydrated. I advocate if you want to change something, everybody change it. Even if you want to have surgery, I'm not against whatever, but I have services to offer if whatever route you want to go. And it's a journey. You're not on the journey alone. You could be 300, 400, 500 pounds. You come to me, I got you. Period. Point blank. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So are we doing anything else right
So
now?
now we're going to go ahead. Miss Angela we have a vibration plate that we've been using. I don't know if you guys seen our page, but we have some vibration plates on there. But we have a new one. This one is handless. Is that handless?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no rail. It's just the plate, and it's on our Shopify website. But you can purchase that, and it's really, 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 really a good. It's cute. It's a blue, but we're gonna migrate over to the vibration plate because that's what she has to do next.
Yes, but we will come back because I still have this brand new. We just got it in, and then I'll have to get it turned on and all that stuff. And so we're gonna leave this live, and then we'll come back to another live.
Yes.
But we do appreciate you guys in joining and communicating with us and interacting and doing
Yes.
all the things that whatever we do on TikTok.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so I mean, we appreciate y'all visiting and blowing up our TikTok, and we hope you guys come back
Yes.
and
once
communicate
again,
with us.
Nothing but love. I didn't mean to rub any ruffle any feathers, but at the same time, I have a voice. I have to speak for all of us, especially as women that's supposed to stick together. You know, and you don't body shame people. You don't do that. That's just something that you don't do. I'm not for it at all.
And I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna cut her off just for a little second. I have thick skin. That didn't bother me. I understand people that feel the need that whatever it is, they get off on that, or they feel that they need to downgrade someone to make them feel good. Because when you do that, to me, that tells me that you are hurt. That tells me that you need some loving in your life. I am cool. I don't have a problem with a body image because it is what it is. I got pretty much everything that I need. I have a loving family. I have loving friends. I have a great life. So I'm not really insecure. I'm not pretty. And she'll tell you that I'm not
Oh
insecure
no,
about nothing.
she's Angela. She's
And
Miss Angela.
so I appreciate you, whoever you are. I appreciate even your negative comments, because we can learn, other people can learn from your negative comments as well, because it is what it is. I mean, it's life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I love it. Thank you guys.
And once again, we love y'all. Thank you for the support. We will be right back. We're gonna get this new vibration plate set up. So she's gonna get on it. I'm not getting on it. I haven't done any body work. I'm focused on Miss Angela. But we want to share our new product with you guys, and hopefully you'll be interested enough to even try it. It's an at-home product. You can actually purchase this vibration plate, and you can try it at home. You don't have to come into the office for the vibration plate, and it does wonders to the body. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Once again, God bless you all. Appreciate you guys, and share, like, tag, comment, and we'll be back. Thank you.